Hey, it's me, GV, and I want to be a voice actor. This is something I've been interested in for a very long time now. In fact, if you've watched my videos for any period of time, you've probably heard me talk about becoming a voice actor, wanting to voice act, wanting to get better at it. At the time of this video, I have been paid for various voice work, but nothing majorly consistent, and the ultimate goal eventually would be to break into the voice acting industry on some level. I mean, obviously, the ultimate goal would be to go down as one of the best voice actors to ever live, but that's obviously going to take time and going to take effort. So this episode is going to hopefully be the humble beginnings of that journey. I had a series on this channel that was called The Glow Up, where basically about 120 pounds or so, I think at the time of this video ago, I was much larger and I wanted to lose that weight and get into better shape. And through the course of that, The Glow Up series, I succeeded in that goal. I was able to lose a whole bunch of weight and get in better shape and get overall healthier. So ideally, this series will be the same thing, although in my mind, it's going to be much harder because voice acting is something like YouTube that's very unpredictable in terms of breaking through the door. But yeah, hopefully the point of this series will be to chronicle the same sort of thing, my adventure into breaking into voice acting on some level, ideally in a big way, but I want to have realistic goals and expectations. I also want to use this series to help anybody out there that is interested in voice acting, and through my experience and chronicling getting better at this, I want to help people kind of learn how to do that too. And so hopefully I'll be able to offer up any insight, and obviously it goes without saying, anybody that wants to offer any hints, tips, insight, whatever expertise, feel free to do so in the comment section of this series. Now for me, I think this is something that I naturally would be good at on some level, and the voice, I think I can absolutely do the voices. I can do impressions. I think I have a good range. I think I have a good voice for it, but it comes down to the acting. This is the biggest misconception by far when it comes to voice acting, is that, you know, for somebody that just has a good voice, wow, you'd be an amazing voice actor. No, you have to learn how to act. You have to be able to act. You have to bring the characters that you're voicing to life. And this is the challenge for me currently, because I don't have any acting experience outside of just, you know, trying to do skits in high school and improv classes and whatever. I don't have a lot of acting experience, which is where the expertise really comes from when becoming a voice actor. So that is my number one question to anybody that's an actor, especially to anybody that's a voice actor. In the comments section, please let me know what to practice in terms of getting better at acting. This is something that's actually really hard to figure out, because a lot of the time when I do research into this, I'll just get landed with videos that are talking about how to break into the acting industry. I don't want to be a Hollywood actor, absolutely not. I want to just be able to practice acting in my spare time so that I can funnel that into my voice work. So if anybody has any hints or tips on how to get better at acting, let me know, because right now the only thing that I've really been able to come up with is obviously embody the character. We're currently playing a character called Varelius in my Oblivion remastered 100% series, and with the episodes I recently recorded, I'm trying to just mentally be that guy, because that obviously lets you, you know, have a more realistic performance. It's a lot harder than it sounds, trust me, as anybody that's tried acting knows, I'm sure. But I think that's the best way to do it, is especially with what I do, making, you know, series on YouTube, playing games, it's a good time to practice becoming a character. For instance, we just finished part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Matt Mercer voices Jotaro in that part, which I watched the sub for the first time recently. Originally I watched the dub. So like I can emulate Matt Mercer's voice as Jotaro. Looks like your diamonds need a little more calcium. So I can do that sort of emulation, but I'm not really becoming the character. I'm more so just mentally trying to go for the perfect voice, which is something I have to basically untrain myself from doing. You want to just be Jotaro, even if it's more my voice than Matthew Mercer's voice. You want to be the characters. That's currently the biggest thing that I'm working on, and I would love again, any acting tips or any insight into that, somewhere, some place that I can start to kind of get better at acting. Because like I said, the voice, done. I know I've got the voice for it. I know I've got the natural affinity for it. It's more so the acting that I really have to cultivate to become a great voice actor. I also think I'm good at commercial stuff, basically using voice acting for anything commercial, such as, you know, like Kraft macaroni and cheese. It's so good. But see, that was more like voicey as opposed to acting. But I think I could do the commercial stuff, some of the anime stuff, because I don't think anime, depending on the anime, is as intensive in terms of acting. And that could just be, you know, a noob's perspective on it. But yeah, it really, like I keep saying, boils down to the acting. That's basically where I'm at. I really want to cultivate that. And obviously taking improv classes and acting classes in person is going to help you do that. But I want to find a way to practice this at home. And obviously already doing what I do on this YouTube channel is a good way to do that. So I'm going to be putting a bigger emphasis on that, as I've said recently. And that's basically where I'm at currently. This is something that I'm really passionate about. And honestly, I would just love to be an established voice actor at some point in my life. And I'm willing to put in the time and the practice to make that thing happen. But it's unfortunately one of these jobs as well where, you know, it's kind of who you know, right place, right time, getting your foot in the door sort of things as well, which can be tricky. But the same thing with YouTube, which, you know, I did way back in the day successfully. So yeah, it's time to do that again, in this case with voice acting. So feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you're not new, just check the playlist, because this is going to be a whole thing. Basically, anytime that I have any insight or updates or yeah, anything to add to this adventure, I'm going to be updating this playlist with a video for that. And last thing is, yeah, please let me know if you are an actor or a voice actor, how to begin practicing acting. Your best tip outside of embodying the character, which I think a lot of people can figure out. By the way, if you'd like to support my adventure, you can do so by becoming a member by clicking the join button under the video. I do want to implement a voice acting component to the perks for the membership and for the Patreon. I don't know exactly what that's going to be just yet, but I do want to add some sort of like personal thank you as your favorite character or something like that. Just some way. I want to basically practice voice acting with everything that I do. So yeah, if you want to support, you can do so by clicking join under the video and becoming a member. Whole bunch of perks. Or check out the Patreon. Same thing. Whole bunch of perks over there as well. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, it's me, GV. If you want to see more from me, you can check out the Patreon. It's literally $1, and there's a bunch of bonus streams and series over there. Also, check out these videos. And finally, if you want to get early videos, you can become a member by clicking join under the video, also in the description. Supports the channel, and you get a bunch of perks. Thanks for watching, and now I'm going to chill awkwardly while the rest of this outro plays out. How was your day?